Hey everyone, Derek here from Bomb Socks with another round of Bomb Bites where we feast upon the words of Christ one bite at a time. I want to take you to the heading of the Come Follow Me for this week in the manual. It's a great way, and I think it sets up this episode really well. Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, first of all, right? Christmas is usually a time to ponder messages like peace on earth and goodwill towards men. But on December 25th of 1832, Joseph Smith's mind was occupied with threat of war. South Carolina had just defied the United States government and was preparing for battle. And the Lord revealed to Joseph that this was only the beginning. War, he declared, will be poured out on all nations. There's your warm fuzzy. It seems like this prophecy would be fulfilled very soon, but then it wasn't. Within a few weeks, South Carolina and the U.S. government reached a compromise and the war was averted. But Revelation is not always fulfilled at the time or the way that we expect. Nearly 30 years later, long after Joseph was martyred and the saints had moved west, South Carolina did rebel and the Civil War followed. Since then, war throughout the world has caused the earth to mourn, as it says. While the prophecy was ultimately fulfilled, the value of this revelation is less in predicting when calamity will come. I think that's important. And more in teaching what to do when it comes. The council is the same in 1831, 1861, and 2021. Stand ye in holy places and be not moved. And so I love that. Sometimes we focus so much on the calamities that are taking place that we forget there are things that we can do to be able to combat that. Sometimes we can't always stop calamity from happening. It's gonna happen. There are prophecies in the scriptures that tell us we got tough times coming ahead of us, and we're seeing them now, and they're gonna get worse. There you go. But the thing is, though, we can't always stop those things from happening, but we can figure out and control how our response is to those things, right? Down here in the manual, it talks about how peace is found in holy places. So in addition to the physical dangers of bloodshed, famine, plague, and earthquake, which are mentioned here in section 87, the counsel in this revelation can also apply to spiritual dangers we face in the latter days, which brings up the verse in section 87, verse 8, wherefore stand ye in holy places, and be not moved until the day of the Lord cometh, for behold, it come quickly, saith the Lord. Amen. So, what are your holy places where you can find peace and safety? What makes a place holy? In addition to physical locations, perhaps there are holy times, holy practices, or holy thoughts. I love that. That can provide peace. What does it mean to be not moved from these places? And so there's all kinds of different conversations you could have about this. Keeping in mind, like for example, for the last year and a half or so, we have not been able to attend the temple due to a pandemic. Now, many of us are starting to go back to the temple, and you're starting to feel those things again. But what did we do during those time periods where we could not attend the temple? I'd be curious. So in the comments section of Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're watching this, I would love to know what you did to be able to still stand in holy places, because we always think of the temple, right? The temple is the holiest of places, and rightfully so, but that is not the only holy place out there. There are, as the manual says, holy times, holy practices, and holy thoughts as well. I would love to know what you did during that time period when you couldn't attend the temple. So this is more of just, I would love to know that as well, because there are times where we may not always be able to attend a temple. So in that sense, maybe the holy place needs to be ourselves. We need to make sure that the holy thoughts are coming and the holy practices are taking place, and we look forward and look for those holy times in our lives. Regardless of what is going on externally around us, which we may not have control over, we still have absolute control over whether we are standing in holy places. And so I'd love to know, so let me know in those comments. But anyway, I hope that helps you and gets you some thoughts going here. The questions here in the manual are really good about this idea of standing in holy places and being not moved regardless of what is going on around you. So anyway, hope that helps you guys out. Hey, thanks for studying with us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It's been an awesome week, and come follow me. You guys are great. Godspeed, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.